Yo, what's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will just be two things. I will be teaching you some competitive tricks, and all the tricks are kind of tied in with my keybinds and what I do to help out my competitive gameplay in Fortnite. All right, boys. So, all right, good, he left. So, tip number one: if you do a lot of box fights, I highly suggest you to go from a native resolution to stretched. I'm not saying go 1700. I think 1756 or 1798 or 96, would be a really good resolution. Anything between 1700 and 1800, I think would be really dope. Like those are the best resolutions. All right. What it does is, okay, here, if you're playing on native, you get way more FOV, left and right. But in a competitive match, left and right FOV is not that important. Up and down FOV would be more important, so you can see all the levels like high ground, low ground, medium ground, and you do not lose any up and down FOV when you go to stretched. The only thing you lose is left and right FOV, which, may I say again, is not even that important in competitive matches. So what I like to do, I'm using the most stretch that I'm willing to go. I've tried many other resolutions. I used to use 1680 by 1050. I use that one the most, actually. I really enjoyed that one for the time being, but I decided to switch to 1080. So yeah, that's the res I'm using. First tip, resolution, yeah. Second tip are keybinds. I like to have some pretty fly-ass keybinds, like really easy accessible. So left alt, right by spacebar, it's easy to switch to pickaxe. If I'm in the middle of a scrim, let's say I just shot someone, right? Whatever, I'm in my box, whatever. Just shot someone, I can easily switch to my pickaxe. If I want to edit something, I need to break a wall. My number keys are up there. Yeah, I just have to move my thumb from spacebar to that. Only two keys my thumb occupies. So, like, that's another tip. You need to have some fly-ass keybinds. All my keybinds are my mouse. Don't make fun of me. That's why my building is bad. But it's just, it fits me. Floor is my scroll wheel click. Wall is my back mouse button. Stair is my front mouse button. My pyramid is tab. I was originally using Q for my floor and tab for my pyramid, but I decided to change it up, so I can scroll wheel click and press tab at the same time. So then I can do that like that. It's better if you do that. I'm sorry how terrible my building is. My aim is really good. That makes up for my building. Alright, that's another tip. Another tip is your skins. Never wear male skin into a competitive match, and never use a huge pickaxe in a competitive match. Candy axe is a pretty good pickaxe. It really matches the skin, and nothing too big about it. It has that little trail, and once you get 15 kills, it gets that other trail, which is probably not going to happen in a competitive match. Pretty cool colors. It only goes one way. It's also a really small pickaxe. It's just good pickaxe overall for competitive. Back into the settings, suggest you have all of these off. Everything off. View distance, I have it on medium just because I'm not moving it. Yeah. Make sure your game's always in full screen. Big tip. VSync off. Motion blur off. Always. Show FPS only if you want. Allow multi-thread rendering. If you're playing on a laptop, a shitty laptop, or an old PC, turn that off. If you're playing on a high-end PC, kind of like i7 pretty much, i5, i7, any like i3, turn that on. Turn it off. Yeah. I have my frame rate limit 170. Right, my hertz is 150. Just have a couple frames above, exactly 20 frames above. So like, I would change it, but if I turn my frames down to 150, if I could, if I change my frames to 150, sometimes it'll constantly drop down by like 10 frames. But if I keep it on 170, when it drops down 10 frames, I'm still above my refresh rate, so it's better. If you're a nerd, you would understand. My mouse sensitivity is 0.07, and I use 800 DPI. Which is equivalent to 400 DPI and 0.14. I consider it a low sense, way higher than my old sense, but pretty average sense, what I believe. Targeting, I have mouse targeting on 0.4. It's fairly low for mouse targeting. Most people go in like 9 and stuff. Like Clicks, I believe, uses 9. I rather go something lower in that regard, because when I'm targeting, I have a pretty big mouse pad, so I still have room to track them while keeping it low, so my aiming is good. And my mouse scope sensitivity, I have it a little higher, so I can do some flicks, pretty much. Yeah. HUD scale 0.8. You can, really HUD scale. Look at my HUD. Look how fucking huge that is. It's hard to see your game. You have that. Like, stretch res, you're already losing a little FOV. Then imagine having that on the side also. It's pretty annoying. So I suggest you. Mongrel uses 0.59. We'll just, yeah. It's a pretty good HUD scale. Of my likings, I'd rather just go up a little. I believe Tfue also uses 0.8 actually. Wait, what the heck? Yeah. 0.8. Not too big, it's not too small. In my mind, it's just right. Like, if I go any lower than 0.8, I feel like I can't see my ping that well. Which ping is a pretty important part in the game. To know what your ping is. Brightness 0.75. Try to turn up 10. Simple. Sound. Pretty simple, nothing that special. Keybinds. Boys, this is what y'all been waiting for, kind of. My auto run is the key, that weird little key. It's right above my tab and to the left of my 1. I can just easily reach over there and then put my hands free if I want. Crouch, I have it on control right by shift. I'm a Minecraft player, so yeah. Of course, those reload, just keep it on default. Use, I keep it on default. Harvesting, yeah. Y'all know all those. Yeah. Well, I already discussed all of those if you want to see them right there. Roof is tab, yes, trap is N. Place building, of course, it's left mouse button. And these are all my emote stuff. Right alt, if I just press my right alt, it does my preferred emote. Toggle harvesting tools where it's not needed. Switch quick bar is V, that's just a bug you can do. I do not use scroll wheel, so yeah. Cursor mode, do not have that enabled. Toggle map is as T, toggle inventory, I have default I. Vehicle exit all the useless stuff. So yeah. I'm a comp player. If you want to recruit me in your clan psych, you thought if you want me to recruit you in my clan, then hit me up. Don't know what that was for. But thank you for watching, boys. Please drop a like. Use my supporter creator code. It's on screen. Supporter creator TTV-purple. It really helps me out. You don't understand how much it helps me out. And bye, guys.